When I moved from one place to another by myself, more than anything, I learned more of who I was as an individual. I learned that where I was located did not define me, and I learned later on at that time my blindness didn't define me.
When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run, I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome one, welcome all to your place for everything empowerment. I am Tariq Williams, and not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. Let's jump right into it. So, is change stressful? How should we handle change? Okay, so we're gonna go over how to handle change, talk about if it's stressful or not, but let's talk about some steps and how to handle it and what we need to at least get our mindset in, our frame of mind in, so we can even have this conversation about change. So, first thing we have to talk about is the recognition piece. Recognition, all right? Recognizing that change is a thing. You know, just being real, one of the constant things about life, one of the things that is always consistent is change. So, recognizing that's going to be a part of your life, recognizing that it's a thing, recognizing that change is a part of life is super important so that when it happens, you're not caught off guard. All right. We don't want to be too, because if you're surprised when change is happening, or you're not necessarily prepared for it, or you thought it was never even possible, you know, in this form of thinking, we have to recognize that change is a thing that happens in life. I mean, think about it. In life, we have different seasons, right? We got summer, spring, fall, winter. In the desert, we have like second spring, second fall. No winter really happens in Arizona. Well, I guess it depends on where you're at. But basically, change seasons are a part of life, and recognizing that it's a thing that happens is important. But now, once we recognize it, or if you're trying not to recognize it, some would try to avoid change. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that. Unless it's a drama in your life, unless it's something that's just completely unnecessary, then sure, do what you can to not be a part of that situation, right? I know personally when there's a drama or something that I deem is unnecessary, I straight up say I am not participating in said ridiculousness. I refuse to participate. I'm sorry, I'm a bad student in this situation. I will not raise my hand for said unnecessary activity. So, but when it comes to change, change is a part of life. And if we're actively trying to avoid different situations and not confronting them, all it's going to do is hinder something along the way in your daily path, in your daily life when you're trying to avoid these different things. So you want to think about trying to find ways and how to attack the change head on, and leading to my next point, not thinking of change as this overwhelming situation, but yet thinking of change as an opportunity. Now, we've talked about this in the past, how opportunity could be anything if you let it be, but change truly is opportunity, right? Because it's giving you the opportunity to maybe move forward, maybe pivot, learn a different skill, accommodate for others in a different way, recognizing that these different situations aren't only about you, okay? Maybe it's a new job. Maybe it's a new role at your job, okay? Maybe it's a substitute teacher that day. Thinking about how you work with different people, you might talk to one person one way and another person another way, right? But recognizing that communication piece even is very important. That's a great example. right? When my blindness came into my life changed completely. All right. And I'm not going to just say, hey, I jumped right in and there were no issues. I'm not going to say that at all because I'd be lying to you. Okay. It took a little bit of an adjustment period. But once I started looking at it as an opportunity to learn some new things, when I held a cane for the first time, I was like, absolutely not. I am not interested in holding a cane. Okay. You tell me I have to look like a blind person? Even though I'm blind, I get that I'm blind, but you're saying I have to look like a blind person? Absolutely not. I will not subscribe to this. But once I started looking at it as an opportunity to learn something new, then things started to change for me. All right. When I moved out of my parents' home and went to Louisiana in a brand new place. That change, you know, northeastern United States and southern United States are very two different places. Okay, and it took quite an adjustment, but I got to meet some really neat people. And not only that, learn how I can adapt to different situations. More than anything, when I moved from one place to another by myself, more than anything, I learned more of who I was as an individual. I learned that where I was located did not define me. And I learned later on at that time my blindness didn't define me. With that being said, opportunity. Okay? Think of this change as an opportunity. So far, we have recognition, we have don't avoid, and we have looking at it as an opportunity. So let me pose the question now. The question being, is change hard? Is change easy? I know, whoa, that's not possible, Tariq. It's gotta be stressful. I already claimed, I clicked on the video because you already knew that it was stressful. All right. And the fact of the matter is, change is stressful. So give me the answers to why it's stressful and how to deal with that. So, okay, we're getting to why I'm asking that question. So, is change stressful? Is it easy to deal with? Is it hard to deal with? Well, here's what that depends on. The fact that I'm even enticing the idea that change can be easy is probably wild to some of you. But I don't subscribe to this idea of one size fits all. We're all different individuals. So it can be easy, it can be hard, it can be interesting, it can be a challenge. All those things are true. However, it all depends on your self care. Your self care. If you on a daily basis are taking the moments to self care for yourself, to give yourself what your mental needs, what your body needs, the exercise, the right food, surrounding yourself with good people, doing the things that you enjoy on a daily basis, when change comes around, your mental headspace will already be at a place where it's acceptable for some change and you can find ways to deal with it because the stars are already aligned in a way that you enjoy. Okay. So bring me back. Is change hard, stressful, what have you? Self care is the key. So think about how you are self caring for yourself, making sure you are surrounding yourself with solid people. And when you need alone time, pro tip, get that alone time. But with that being said, it's a whole array. Nobody knows you better than you. However, you might need someone to tell you, hey, take care of yourself. What is it that you need? Because we don't often think about what we need for ourselves as individuals. And so, if we can put this entire equation together, recognition, not avoiding, change is an opportunity, and self care, this is the roadmap. for the year, all right? This is the roadmap to handling change. You put this together and you'll start adapting to any type of different situation there is. You'll start being prepared for change in a way that's not even imaginable. You'll start thinking, okay, cool, let's figure it out. And with that, that's how we handle change. Not only that, that's how we handle empowerment here on the channel. So remember, not only I am Vision of Hope, but we are Vision of Hope. Let's get it.
When adversity came, I could have fell apart, but I chose instead to follow my heart. When adversity comes, I will never run, I will adjust, adapt, and overcome. Vision.